Hey Outlaws, and welcome back to another one. Today we're going to be looking at various different weapons, and the weapons will depend on the game plan we're currently executing. So the layout today is going to be for range and serious damage. Now if some of you guys are not the best in the world at aiming, particularly with the aim up with Deadeye and shooting pretty fast, we're going to be looking more into taking our time, using some powerful weapons, and most importantly, getting results. Okay, so the first weapon we're going to be looking at with some serious power and lock-on range is going to be the bolt action rifle. Now with this weapon, you're guaranteed two things. No other weapon on the game has a further lock-on range than this one. So if you come up against a Lancaster or an Evans repeater, anything like that, you can lock on them from a much greater distance. Now one thing that's going to accompany this is the bullets. If you go for high velocity bullets, it's going to make the range even further, making this one extremely difficult weapon to defeat. And by using this method, it's not like you have to be overly concerned with other players' movement. When they're using something like left to right or they're spinning, it's not going to be a problem whatsoever. Because of the amount of lock-on range that you've got, you can slowly paint the target. It's not like you have to fire before you paint. It's the type of weapon where you can afford to paint the target's head first and then shoot them nice and slowly, because they can't lock on you anyway with the range that you've got. So they're not going to be able to match you in that department. And point number two, if you switch over to express ammo and you paint their body 5 times, the bullets are going to rip right through them. So quite clearly this weapon is seriously powerful. Now to accompany this weapon, something which is also extremely powerful, I'm talking about the Navy revolvers. Again, it's another weapon that absolutely rips through its targets. Again, you could execute the same game plan of using express ammo, painting the target as many times as you like. No one's standing up to that. That is a ridiculous amount of power. Not only that, but you don't need to be the best shot in the world. Even if you're trying to aim up with Deadeye, for example, and you're shooting him in the chest or in the neck or anything like that, the bullets are gonna shred them. And last but not least on the weapon loadout is going to be the Carcano rifle. Now the reason why we're going with the Carcano rifle, we're going to be using express ammo, and the same thing applies. Remember, the Carcano rifle is a lot faster than the rolling block rifle, so you can fire 5 shots reasonably fast. And if you're using the express ammo, again, it's going to be a lot of power for any player to take. Now I always use a short scope on my Carcano rifle, and the thing is, it's not like you have to run a million miles away from your opponent. You can stay reasonably close, but it's just if they're outside that lock-on line and you have difficulty painting from beyond that line, then this comes in really handy. Now it's about time I'm going to teach you a very naughty trick that goes along with this. You can use a full aggressive layout with Paint It Black, and you can just chug level 3 tonics. By doing this, you've got an outstanding defense because of the tonic, and you've got an amazing offense. Who is going to stand up to that? Nobody. And in terms of general technique that you can use with this layout, now you don't want to get too close to your opponent. Try and keep things at a reasonable length. If anyone tries coming a lot closer to you before they get in the shotgun range, just use the navies. Try aiming up towards the head. Even if you get them in the chest and neck, you're still going to destroy them, but try to keep things at a decent range. That's going to be your overall game plan. Don't stand in the middle of a showdown. Now I'm actually exercising a very similar technique in The Secret to Winning. When I'm using the bolt action, I'm actually explaining I'm keeping things at a reasonable range, and it's definitely a decent game plan to exercise. Now big shout out to everybody who supports the channel. Big shout out to Devin Schrecker. The support has been absolutely amazing. If anyone wants to join Patreon, you're more than welcome to do so. We've got plenty more content coming out. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.